Okay, it's 29th of March. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah, we're back fishing again. First time in 3 months. Longest I've not been fishing in 25 years. It's just coming up to 5 o'clock in the morning. I've got 20 miles to drive down to the lake. I bet it's going to be packed, but I don't care. I'm back fishing again. Okay, I've just got down here. It's 5:30 and there's only 2 other people on the lake, which is good, so I've got a bit of a choice. Now I'm going to have a walk around, see if I can hear anything first of all, and then plop some rods out in what's called the back lagoon, where I think a few fish have been coming out to day anglers. Okay, it's coming up 6:30 now. The best swims, I could have had sort of 2 of the 3 best swims on here, but I let them go because I'm not just going to bait and wait. I want to find the fish, so I'm starting off in here, which is a swim called the night ropes. It's got a rope over there, there's a little sanctuary, and then there's another rope about 100 yards up, and then that's you fish it from the other side during the day. You know, to do days there, but it's a little back channel here called the lagoon, back lagoon, funnily enough. And I've heard a fish here already. I didn't see it, I was turned round, I was setting up, but usually gets quite a lot of weed in here, but I've just flicked one lead out, 9 wraps, just short, well, it's a little bit short of the rope, and it came back fairly clean, a little bit of leaf litter, but yeah, I'm just going to probably have one out just there's a channel that goes through there into the main body of the lake, and there's someone fishing there, but they felled a tree and he can't fish into that channel now, so I might stick one down there in the corner and one out there, or I might just stick one out there and have a sort of roaming rod around here somewhere, perhaps on that corner of the island. Good fight. They've been going at it for about 5 minutes. She better be worth it. Fish just threw itself out 3 times on the other side of the rope. There it goes again and again. See 1, 2, 3 fish coming through there on the top. Think about getting a zig out, bit of black foam or something. Okay, just stuck one out on a zig over there. It's a bit short, it's 8 wraps. I'm going to set up my adjustable one now, I think. Okay, that should be about 1 foot under the surface. Can't see any fish at the minute. I think I spooked them with casting. Yeah, they've buggered off for a minute. I haven't seen anything for a while. I've changed the zig on the right hand rod. I've put it on slightly longer at 4 foot. And I've got it closer, got an extra half wrap, so I'm just off the bush. Okay, I've got a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish just on the corner of the bush here, just slightly in. They come 3 or 4 foot this way, but they're not, they're drifting over there. Okay, it's 4:30 now. I've moved my stuff. Ready to put my bivvy up because I am going to stay the night in here. I mean, the lake is pretty much sewn up. Anyway, now. Sun's setting now. Guy was fishing at that end, came round, he's had one today, 23, he said, but there was loads of fish. You couldn't really see them from this way, but looking down the channel, he said he could see loads of them. I mean, I saw groups of 4 and 5, a couple. So we'll see what happens tonight. Morning. Excuse me. 6 o'clock. And all was quiet, unfortunately. Well, I'll say that. All was quiet on the fishing front. Coming to focus. But the geese were just at it all night. Fighting and squawking and chasing each other around. If I was a carp, I wouldn't want to feed out there either. You don't get a moment's peace. They've quietened down now. But they're all sat right over my bait out there. On my spots. So, I'm blaming the geese. Officially. Right. I'll go have a coffee. I'm actually going to put my bib and brace on. It's a little bit chilly. Right, and I'm going to think about what I'm going to do because I'm not staying here, I don't think. Not until lunchtime. I might pack up and go up the other end and fish up there for the day and then decide what I'm going to do a bit later on. See if anybody's left, see if there's any swims get freed up. Because I can imagine the same again today. The fish would be up on top, mooching around, not interested in feeding, and it'll be rinse and repeat, the same as yesterday. I don't want that. So, yes. Right, I shall catch you in a bit. Okay, I've moved. Yeah, just this second, pick them out. The rope's much nearer on this side, so it's literally only a flick. And there's fish in there. I'll get my camera out in a minute with my polarised lens and show you. But there's loads of fish out there. There's one just topped on there. But they're drifting this side of the rope and then back again. Because I've just flicked them out, they've moved away from the rope and moved back up in a bit. But they'll drift back, I'm sure. It's got to be zigs. Pull them in. Put at least one on a zig. And stick it out there. I'm just walking back to the car. There's fish out there. Common. There's a light coloured one as well. There's one, two there, one, two there, three. One coming towards me. Okay, that's one out. There's my phone popped up. Okay, both out on zigs now. One's just out there in that direction, just not far off the island, and the other one is in line with that, the largest float. You can see there, I thought I'd clipped it, but I just fell just short because the phone popped up and a little drag, and I was fine. That's it. It's 20 to 4 now. The fish has disappeared from here. It didn't help that a couple of geese came in here and started causing a commotion. So there was only a couple there left anyway. They've just drifted out there. I think they're moving out into the main lake for the night, which is where I'm going. Just had a chat with someone who's in what has traditionally been the or recently, very recently, been the best swim on the lake, but he's not had anything either, so I'm not alone. So I'll stand here for a bit, let's watch the water, see if I can see any movement. I really want to see signs of fish before I've set up. This is been the last place I caught a fish from, the last swim, but I've been watching for the last hour and a bit or whatever it is. I've been walking around and watching all this bay and not seeing a thing. What's the time now? It must be coming up 6:30, is it? I should really look at the time before I turn the camera on, shouldn't I? 25 past 6. Okay, I've just had a thought. So what I might do is go home, work tomorrow, which is my day off, rebook it for Thursday, and go down to my other lake tomorrow night, and then fish through Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then it's Bank Holiday Friday. Do you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I haven't seen anything. I've been watching this bay now for what, hour and a half, and I've heard nothing all around this half of the lake, which is essentially all that I've got to fish. You know, it's a big area, but there's no signs at all. And I've been watching it long enough now, so I think that's it. I think I've decided. Gonna ride it off of one night, the day and the night, and come back tomorrow night to my other lake, which I'll show you. Okay, right, well I'll catch up with you down at the other lake. Morning. Well, here we are on my other lake. It's just gone 6:15 in the morning, and yeah, just first night. It's about 9 degrees, it's quite mild, and got a bit of a northeasterly at the minute coming in to this bank. I'm just going for a walk around, see if there's any signs of fish. Yeah, it's quite a bit of walking to do. Oh, just heard a fish already down there. So I'm going to go and have a look. I'm just going to wait round here to see if the fish shows again. There it is, this one just topped out there. This is the top lake of 3 connecting lakes. So I'm going to walk all of them, I think. I'll drive round and park up and walk them, and make a decision. You know, I'm going to fish in the next couple of hours. Hello, mate. Where are the fish? Oh, it's like that, is it? Okay, in this swim, but I'm not going to set up permanent camp. I'm just going to flick a couple of sticks out. I've just put the lead out on each rod. I'm going a few wraps out there. I haven't wrapped it. I've just cast out probably about, I don't know, 25 yards, something like that. Had a drag back, found gravel amongst like a silt and a little gravel hump, and out there, yeah, sort of in between the two trees, the single tree and the group of trees on the tree line. I get probably about 40 yards, something like that. Flick one out there, and just off the gravel where it goes down into the silt. I'm just going to be sitting in the silt. Okay, I've just seen one top out there, probably about 60 yards, something like that. So I'm going to move my rod onto it. That rod's been moved onto that fish for a couple of hours now. So I think the attempt to get a quick bite has not worked. So I'm going to give it another 3/4 of an hour, I think, till 1 o'clock, and unless I see something to give me some encouragement, then I'm going to be off over there. Hey, I've moved. What's the time now? It's taken me a little while because on the island there's a girder, there's a bridge across to it. It's about, I don't know, 20 foot long, something like that. But it's got high sides, and my power barrow, because of the battery and the motor at the front, it won't go across it. I knew that, I didn't try, because I could see it wasn't going to go across, so it's taken me 6 trips to get ferry all my gear here. And I've just flicked the rods out. I've had a little lead about first, and I stuck it just in some silt before a gravel bar. There's loads of gravel bars and ups and downs in here, but just out that way towards that gap in that island, but it's only about, I don't know, 30, 40 yards, and the other one's not that far, probably 20, 30 yards. Again, I just had a little drag, just stuck sticks out in a minute whilst I get my house set up, and then I'll have a proper lead about and with a marker float and get my depths and stuff again. Yes, right, okay, so of course different over here, like t-shirt and really warm. So yes, right, I'm supposed to get my house up. Okay, all set up. So coming up 3 o'clock now. Okay, it's 6:45 now. Where I've got them is I've got 13 wraps out towards that island there, just in from the edge of the island, in 6 foot apart, just as it hits the gravel, which slopes up to 5. And then on that one, it's a bit further out, it's 15 wraps just in from the corner of that island, in line with that tall tree on the horizon. Same again, but actually it's on the gravel, it's where the gravel started. Each one's got, I don't know, that one's got about 10 spods over it, that one's got about the same, about 30 baits on each, and just spread a little bit, not that tight, probably, I don't know, a rod length between them, just in the general area. So hopefully that's not too much bait, hopefully it's not too little. Okay, it's 20 past 8. I've just it's not completely dark yet. I've just heard something over in the vicinity of my right hand rod. Sounded like a fish. Don't think it was a bird, so that's encouraging. If anything happens, then I'll obviously do an update in the night. If not, then see you in the morning. Morning. It's 6:15. Kettle's on the go. Having the second coffee. I got up about 4. Had a coffee then. Watched the water. Only thing I've heard last night was a fish down the margin somewhere. So, got to decide what to do. We've got these few hours, I suppose, which could be good for a take. Seeing as nothing happened last night. I had a couple of bleeps actually on the left hand rod. About, I don't know, 10 minutes apart. That was it. That was it. Okay, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've got an option. I've been in denial, but where I started off yesterday, I saw him have a fish this morning at 7:30, and he's moving now. He's backing up. So I think I'm going to go back over there. So yeah, here we go again. Got to be in it to win it, ain't you? Got to put the effort in. Just flicked them out with sticks on. Just anywhere. Just whilst I put my house up, and then I'll have a little lead around. Try and find some different spots this time. Okay, well, that could have gone better. You see I've got different reels on now. That's because that one was on my marker rod. I was marking about, found a couple of nice, I found a channel that's gone through there. See, it's 5 foot deep compared to everywhere else, it's pretty much 3 foot. So it's out sort of in the gap between the trees there. 2 very small trees on the horizon, which you probably can't see from here. But that's actually where my marker float has cracked off. It just coincidentally landed pretty much on the spot. But it's not drifted or anything. I tried to get it back. This is what I wanted to do. So right, I got my rod that I'd stuck a stick out on, wound it back, and the bail arm wouldn't click and stay over. So I've tried to fix it. I've undone the knots, undone the screws and stuff, and pulled the bail arm out and put it back, but it's still not having it. So I've had to swap the marker rod reel over onto that, so I can put a rod out. And that one's 13.5 wraps in that channel. Again, that way. I've put 4 spods out with only, what, in total 12 boilies, so not much bait at all. And I've done the same on this one, which is slightly longer at 14 wraps. But with the marker float sitting probably half a rod length away from it, but no doubt their line, well, the line must be down to the lead because it ain't moving anywhere. So I'll try and get it back in the morning, but I can't beat the water to a pulp or froth now. So I just wanted to get them out there. But I feel, I know I've said this before, but I feel confident in this swim now. Just the whole feeling. I was never that confident over there, I don't think. I might have been to start with. No, my first instincts were to come in here, weren't they, yesterday? But then I just thought it's going to be warmer over there on the back of the wind, in the water, in the shallows. But they don't play by the rules, the carp, do they? And I'd seen one here. And a fellow who dropped in here had, well, one at least. I don't know about during the night, but he had one at 7:30 this morning. So, yeah. Right, now I'm going to try and sort that reel out. Okay, sun setting now. Just go and dip in below the trees. It's got colder now, quickly. I'm all laid up, got everything on now. Got everything on. I'm still trying to sort my reel out. Not hopeful. Not hopeful. So I might be doing a bit of shopping online tonight. Right, okay. If there's nothing in the night, then it's see you again in the morning. Hope not, though. I really need a fish. Morning. 6:30 now, and a quiet night. So I'm going to hang it out till lunchtime, and then that's 3 nights of 2 lakes for no fish. So I'm still waiting. I'll still be waiting for my first carp of 2021, which is disappointing. But I guess that's how it goes. I don't think I could have put any more effort in. And moving, etc. Especially that half a dozen trips to the car each time over there. It just makes me all more determined to come back and as soon as I can, and have another go. It's a shame really that the other lake had to close, because that was fishing well. It's just that all the fish were in one sort of area, and if you weren't near them, you probably weren't going to have a chance. All the fish that were feeding, that is. I was in front of fish, wasn't I? Those ones on the top, but they were just sunning themselves and not interested. I mended my reel, by the way. You watch, a minute ago and put it back on the rod. Let's start doing it again. Okay, I'm largely packed up now. Just got the one rod still out in its original spot. That one I've just flicked out there with something surfaced. I don't think it was, I think it was a pike or something. Just having a go at something. But I got my marker float back. That's why that was reeled in and flicked out there. Yeah, I've not seen, heard anything. No signs of encouragement whatsoever. So, yeah. It is cold, that wind. I'd be amazed if anything came out around the lake. There might be the odd 1 or 2 fish, but that would be really poor for this place. Weather's meant to change tomorrow. Apparently the wind's going to swing round to the west for a little bit, and the sun's going to be out for the best part of the day. So, and it's going to get up to about 13 degrees. So I may well come down for another night and plonk myself somewhere along that bank. So sorry I couldn't show you a fish, but I've got to pick myself up and get back down there. Okay, I'm back. Easter Sunday, 10 to 7 in the evening, and it's been a lovely spring day today. Temperatures have been quite high, 15, 16, 17, something like that. And it's going to dramatically change overnight. Yeah, we're going to get sleet and cloud and rain and lots of horrible stuff in the morning. I've had a chat with a few people. Someone who's fishing in the next swim there, he's going in shortly, but he's been here since Thursday morning. It's now Sunday evening, and he's had one fish, and everyone he's talked to, there's only been the very odd fish out. So yeah, it's not fishing well. So I'm not expecting much, but I thought I'd come down anyway. But all I'm going to do is I'm fishing a swim that rarely ever gets fished, certainly by night anglers, even though it's a night swim. So I'm literally going to fish the margin. Well, on one rod anyway. I'm just going to fish up this margin here, which is about 3 foot deep. It's nice and gravelly along there. It drops off, but not that rapidly, to about 4.5 foot. But I'm going to fish one just a half a rod length off the bank. Only a flick up there, and put a little bit of bait in, and another one I'm just going to fish off the corner there, in some silt, which is again 3 foot, because I could have gone in any one of the sort of normal carp swims, but you know, it's a Sunday now after a bank holiday. People were down here since Thursday or before, and it's not been fishing, and yet I bet everyone's stuck bait out, so there's probably loads of bait sitting out there, and all I'll be doing is competing with that if I fish even singles. So I thought, right, now I'm going to come do something completely different. It's worth a try, you know. And it's on the back of the wind here. It's going to be on the back of the wind in the morning. It's not quite on the back of the wind now, because it's, like I say, it's a bit of a westerly, although it's not much of a wind. But this is the top bay, you know, in the corner of the lake, northwest corner. So the weather, when it comes this way, it sort of should come over the top of me. And one with, I would have thought, 3 foot of water all the way along here with the sun on it all day, it would have warmed it up quite a bit, and you know, perhaps held a few fish. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to flick them out now. Okay, it's just gone 8 o'clock now. Sun's gone down. Soon be dark. Soon be cold. Let's hope for some action, eh? Need to have something to show for the last, what, 1, 2, 3, it'd be the 4th night since the start of the Easter holidays. For God's sake. Go on, go away. Right, okay, I will probably not catch you again until the morning, given recent events, or lack of them. Morning. It's 10 to 7 now. I've only just woken up. I've been waking up on and off all night, so we needed to catch up a bit. We did hear a fish out there somewhere crash twice around about 5 in the morning. Couldn't see any ripples though, only coming in, so I'd no idea where it was. I've had a couple of bleeps on the right hand rod just now as well. I'm gonna get the kettle on now, have myself a coffee. I heard another fish crash out there about 10 minutes ago, but I couldn't see any ripples or anything, so it might be doing it under the overhang that's out there, which looking at my phone on the maps and measuring the distance, it's 105 yards to the overhang there, the overhang of all the trees. There's a one bit in the middle that sticks out a bit further than the rest. So, but it could have been, you know, anywhere along there. It could have been at either end. So I'm going to wait and see if it does it again. And if it does, then that left-hand rod's coming in off that spot there, and I'll put a stick on and whack it out there. Something just spooked that grebe to shoot 50 yards out there. It's only just out there mid-water. Clearly spooked it. Well, it's now 12 o'clock, just coming up, and I'm all packed away. I'm not going to waste any more time down here. I'm definitely not having the tomorrow off to come back or staying the night or anything. It's just not fishing. Hasn't been for anybody apart from the odd person who's had a fish, and normally it's pretty prolific, this place. Nothing I could do about it except to come back. I mean, don't think I could have fished much harder than I did. I do actually catch carp, you know. If you want to see me holding one, you'll have to go back to the November video, which was the first one I uploaded. Other than that, it's going to be, well, I don't know when. But I will try my hardest for next time. And yeah, if you're out on the bank, I hope you're having better luck than me. I hope you're catching. If you like the video, please like, subscribe if you haven't, please, and yeah, I'll see you next time.